Hi, I'm Mary of Fairy Tale Fancies. I wanted to make this video and start this channel today to talk to you all about some changes that are coming to Fairy Tale Fancies in 2020. Fairy Tale Fancies is a brand that I started when I was in college as part of an arts entrepreneurship project. I crochet and I knit and make various kinds of jewelry, wire wrapping, stuff with vintage beads, illustrated jewelry that I've designed. The first big change coming in 2020 is that I'm no longer going to run an Etsy shop. I've never really devoted the time and energy that would be needed to make an Etsy shop successful. There's a lot of work that goes into that. I have some friends that do it, and it's never really brought me joy. So it's time to admit that I'm never going to invest the time and energy in it that would be needed to make that a success. Instead of pouring time and energy into something that doesn't make me happy, I'm going to talk about what I do plan to do in 2020 with Fairy Tale Fancies. I still plan on creating and sharing work for sale. I'm going to make albums on my Facebook page that have items that I've created that are currently available if you'd like to purchase them. I'd like to start doing some live videos, so when I complete a set of something or make a batch or collection of something, my followers will get first look at it and first choice before that goes into an album or before it goes to a craft or vendor sale. And I do plan on going to some more in-person sales this year in support of some local events and organizations. So creating and selling work will still be a part of Fairy Tale Fancies, but there are some other things that I'm really interested in that I want to create a platform to share about. To me, Fairy Tale Fancies has become this idea that the life I'm living right now is my fairy tale. Nothing's perfect and nothing has to be perfect. If you are aiming for perfection, if you're waiting for things to be perfect, you're always going to be miserable. And that's kind of how I was in 2018. In 2019, a lot of good things happened for me that have turned my perspective around. And some of the stuff that I want to share is already stuff that I've been working on that I just want to continue into 2020. I would like to turn Fairy Tale Fancies into a space where we can think and talk about bringing joy into our everyday lives with our choices. That's something that I need, and maybe you need it too. I want to talk about goals. I don't have 2020 resolutions. I've never been big on resolutions, but I do have goals, and they are measurable, and they are about just things that bring me joy, doing the things that I want to do that make me happy that I haven't been making the time to do. I do have other goals. I have some financial goals. We are hoping to maybe start home hunting, house hunting this year, but I'm not going to stress myself out if that's not something we end up doing this year. I do have financial goals to reach, but the goals that I've set for 2020, resolutions, so to speak, are just about making myself happy. And I think it's good, it's healthy to keep in mind that even though I'm a very goal-driven person, I shouldn't be driving myself crazy if there are goals that I don't meet, because, again, I'm human. Life isn't perfect. Life doesn't have to be perfect in order to be happy. There's some lifestyle stuff that I'd like to talk about and share. I'm really interested in organization, living with less, budgeting, and there are already lots of great channels out there, professionals, so to speak, that talk about that. I'm not a professional. It's just something that I'm interested in and want to share, and maybe you would like or need to hear about. Eventually, maybe I'll be able to share some crafting videos also. There's some things that I want to repurpose around the house. I got some new towels and dish towels for Christmas this year, and some of the old ones I would like to turn maybe into some reusable Swiffer pads. That's something that I'm thinking about trying to do, and maybe even sharing some of my knitting and crochet and some jewelry making stuff if anyone would be interested in seeing that, and if I can figure out how to film that. In the next video, I'll talk more about my personal goals for 2020 and building my fairy tale. I'll come back and edit this to post a little bit later. Right now, on my first day of the new year, I'm going to go spend some time with a horse.